The topic of this video lesson is all about the mean and variance of discrete random variable. So makikita nyo to sa module 2 ng Statistics and Probability. Ang title ay Mean and Variance of Discrete Random Variable. Ang kanyang MELC ay Illustrate the mean and variance of discrete random variable, calculate the mean and the variance of discrete random variable, and for number 3, interpret the mean and the variance of discrete random variable. Okay, so ang lesson 1 is all about mean of discrete random variable. We have this definition: the mean of discrete random variable x is a weighted average of the possible values that the random variable can take. Unlike the sample mean of a group of observations which gives each observation equal weight, the mean of random variable weights each outcome x according to its possibility p of x. Para mas maintindihan nyo kung paano kunin ang mean of the discrete random variable, we have this sample problem number 1. There are 4 balls in a box, 2 red and 2 yellow. 2 balls are picked at a time. Letter A. What are the possible outcomes? Letter B. What's the probability of drawing a red ball? Letter C. What's the mean of the given discrete random variable? For letter A, we need to get the possible outcomes. We can use listing. Pwede rin tayong gumamit ng tree diagram. Pwede rin tayong gumamit using table. So, for letter A, we have this table. Meron tayong first pick at second pick. Since meron lang tayong dalawang kulay, red and yellow, so doon sa first pick natin, kapag ang unang nabunot ay red, meron tayong second pick na either red or yellow. First pick, if yellow siya, pwede siya maging red sa second pick. O kung yellow, parehas din na yellow ang susunod na mabubunot natin. So we have at least 4 outcomes. Para nakuha ang 4 outcomes, we have 2 times 2. Kaya 4 outcomes. So ang possible outcomes natin, red red, red yellow, yellow red, and yellow yellow. We have this sample space. Meron na dyan yung red red, red yellow, yellow red, and yellow yellow dun sa ating possible outcomes. Since ang hinahanap ay number of red balls, so bibilangin natin ang number of red dito sa first outcome. We have 1, 2. Since dalawang red niya, ang random variable natin ay 2. Since sa second outcome, we have red, yellow, at meron lang tayong isang red, ang random variable natin ay 1. Third outcome, meron tayong isang red, kaya 1 din ang random variable. Last outcome, parehas na yellow at walang red, kaya 0 ang ating random variable. So for letter B, we have this table to answer na yung ating probability. Itong first column at second column ang magiging answer natin for letter B. Ang random variable natin, we have the column na the number of red balls, that will be our variable x. We have 0, 1, 2. And probability p of x, 0, ang probability niya is 1/4 since meron lang tayong isang 0 out of 4 outcomes. For number 1, we have probability na 1/2 since meron tayong dalawang 1 sa ating sample space. Since dalawa yan, we have 2 out of 4. Ang 2 out of 4, kapag nilowest term natin ay 1/2. Kung ang number of red balls naman natin is 2, ang ating random variable, ang probability niya is 1/4. Isa lang ang ating 2 dito, kaya 1 out of 4 ang ating p of x. For letter C, ang hinahanap natin ay mean. So ito ang magiging computation natin para ma-compute natin ang mean. So we have x times p of x. So kung i-multiply natin itong x dito at yung p of x. Kaya 0 times 1/4 is 0. 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. 2 times 1/4 is 1/2. Para makuha natin ang mean, we have to get this, o gamitin natin ang formula na to, the summation of the product x and p of x. So, i-add lang natin lahat yung andito sa last column. So, kung i-add natin, 0 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 1. So, ang letter C natin, ang sagot ay 1. Ayun, na-compute na natin ng 1. Ang ating interpretation or conclusion, the average number of red balls that can be picked is 1. Let's have another example. For sample problem number 2, the probability that a balut vendor can sell 3, 4, 5 baskets of balut per day are 0.30, 0.50, and 0.20 respectively. Find the mean of the probability distribution. So, dito, nakalagay tayong word na respectively. Ibig sabihin, kung anong ayos ng 3, 4, 5, ganoon din ang ayos ng 0.30, 0.50, at 0.20 sa ating table. So, kung magko-construct ng table, we have this one. First column, the variable x, the number of baskets of balot. We have the random variable 3, 4, and 5 based doon sa given natin. Ang probability natin, p of x, 0.30, 0.50, and 0.20. The mean of the probability distribution, we need to use this column, x times p of x. So, i-multiply natin ang variable x dito sa ating p of x. So, 3 times 0.30 is 0.9. 4 times 0.50 is 2. 5 times 0.20 is 1. To solve for mean, we have the summation of the product of x and p of x. Summation means i-add natin lahat. So, 0.9 plus 2 is 2.9. Plus 1, nakuha natin ang 3.9. So, we can now get the interpretation or conclusion. The vendor would probably sell 3 or less 4 baskets of balut per day. Ginamit natin 3 or less 4 baskets since wala tayong 3.9 baskets sa pagbibilang nun. For the next lesson, we have variance of discrete random variable. Ang formula na gagamitin natin is variance is equal to the summation of the product of the square of x minus the mean and p of x or the probability p of x. Ang symbol na to, ang meaning is variance of the discrete random variable. Ang parang letter U dito, ang basa niya ay mu. Pero kung ang symbol niya, ang basa niya is the mean of the discrete random variable. Yung x natin dito, that is the possible outcome. Yung p of x, we have the probability of the outcome. Okay. We have this sample problem number 1. The probabilities of LED Light Corporation to produce 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 defective lights in a day are 0.80, 0.10, 0.05, 0.03, and 0.02 respectively. Find the variance of the distribution. Mapapansin nyo dito, iba ang ginamit ko na technique kaysa doon sa nasa module ninyo, since para sa akin itong mas madali na maintindihan ng mga students kaysa doon sa nasa shortcut na way ng pagko-compute. So, step by step tayo sa pagko-compute dito. So, we have the first column, our variable x or the random variable x. We have the number of defective lights, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have the probability p of x, 0.80, 0.10, 0.05, 0.03, and 0.02. The third column is for computing the product of x and p of x. So, dito sa column na to, multiply natin ang column 1 dito sa column 2. So, dito 0 times 0.80 is 0. 1 times 0.10 is 0.10. 2 times 0.05 ay 0.10. 3 times 0.03 is 0.09. 4 times 0.02 is 0.08. So, meron tayong formula dito na mu is equal to the summation of x times p of x. So, summation, i-add lang natin lahat to. 0 plus 0.10 plus 0.10 plus 0.09 and 0.08. So, ang kanyang sum ay 0.37. After natin makompute ang mean, pwede na nating isolve itong pang fourth column. Sabi dito, x minus the mean. Ibig sabihin, ang mean natin dito ay ma-minus natin dito sa ating random variable. So, we have 0 minus 0.37. We have negative 0.37. 1 minus 0.37 is 0.63. 2 minus 0.37, we have 1.63. 3 minus 0.37, we have 2.63. 4 minus 0.37, makukuha natin ay 3.63. Next, after natin makuha ang fourth column, sabi dito sa fifth column, we have to square the fourth column. So, kung ano nakuha natin dito, squared lang natin siya. So, negative 0.37 squared natin, we have 0.1369. Next, 0.63. Kung squared natin siya, makukuha natin 0.3969. For third value, we have 1.63 squared. We have 2.6569. Sa pang-apat natin, 2.63 squared. Makukuha natin 6.9169. Next, 3.63 squared, we have 13.1769. Ngayon, kung nilagay nyo ito sa calculator, dinenekta yung in squared at hindi nyo nakuha itong andito, ibig sabihin, meron kayong maling napindot sa calculator. Pwede rin nyo makompute siya gamit ang i-multiply nyo siya sa sarili niya. Example dito, negative 0.37 times negative 0.37. Ang makukuha nyo, the same na 0.1369. Kaysa dun sa in-squared natin na baka pwede kayong magkamali. 0.63 times 0.63, makukuha pa rin natin is 0.3969. Pero yung gawin yan from 1.63 until 3.63. Next, after natin makuha ang fifth column dyan, ang sixth column natin, kukuha natin ang product nitong fifth column at yung second column. Ibig sabihin, multiply natin. 0.1369 times 0.80, makukuha 0.10952. Next, 0.3969 times 0.10. Dito, we have 0.03969. Next, 2.6569, i-multiply natin dito sa 0.05. We have 0.132845. 6.9169, multiply natin sa 0.03, ang makukuha ay 0.207507. For the last one, we have 13.1769, i-multiply natin dito sa 0.02, ang makukuha natin 0.263538. Ngayon, na-compute na natin ang lahat ng nasa last column. Ang formula ng variance natin ay summation. Ibig sabihin, i-add lang natin lahat ng andito sa may last column. So, kung in-add nyo na lahat yan, ang makukuha natin is 0.75031. Ngayon, ang final answer natin sa variance is 2 decimal lang. So, we need to round it off. So, ang final value natin, variance is congruent to 0.75. Ang final answer natin ngayon dito is 0.75. Ngayon, ano ang kanyang interpretation? Ang interpretation niya, the variance of the distribution is close to the mean.